Okay, so I'm gonna get started. I'm hearing hold the labradorite. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having tons of trouble just staying grounded, okay? And it's, again, things are releasing, right? Because we're about to really go into another big receive. Like, December is awesome, and 2023 is going to be full of like lots of surprises. Like, they're showing me like lots of tower moments, but there's the sun energy behind the tower moments, okay? So I think afterwards I'm gonna have to watch this to take notes. All right, so we're already starting to channel. Calling in. So we're putting circles of protection around everyone right now, okay? So your spirit guides are coming in, and now your teams and guides are coming in, your councils, and your ancestors are coming in of the highest truth, compassion, and love, okay? Everyone's just starting. I want to say just starting, but it's like I feel a lot of rituals being like it's being cleaned up. Okay, so let me explain what that looks like. It's there have been a lot of shamans and a lot of like tribal energy. Okay, that energy has been called in to facilitate your healing. Okay, and a lot of you guys, you're finishing up some pretty big cycles, 2022, of this healing, things that were keeping your heart closed and keeping you from expressing yourself. A lot of attachments to negative energy. So negative energy being karmic energy, being limiting beliefs, self-doubt, insecurities. So I'm seeing the opposite of that. Also, like superiority complex and also inferiority complex. So issues of solar plexus imbalances and this kind of thing. And so that work is starting to they're finishing up, like they're pretty much done. So now all of that work is, you're going to be starting to feel the effects of this work that your ancestors and I'm hearing shamanic guides. I don't know, the way I heard it differently from the way I said it. Have been doing, and this also includes wizards, warlocks, witches, also including angels of very high status. Okay, so they're even going higher than Archangel Raphael. All right, this kind of work that has been done to really unlock your heart. So I'm going to share. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to share the images that came through, and then more stuff is going to come through as we are sharing them. Thank you for the like. And then I'm going to do, so we're not going to work with any cards today, okay? But then I'm going to do individual videos on these images with the cards, so we can bring a little bit more in. And so I feel like when we bring the cards in, it's going to be more of you being able to see kind of a step-by-step process of how your 2023 is going to unfold. So we're starting this now because I drew 4 images, and it's going in alignment with when the December winter equinox comes in. Okay, so that will be one. It'll start then, and then it'll phase through the spring equinox. Okay, now depending on where you are in the world, just switch switch it, because on the southern hemisphere you're experiencing something different right now, but just go by when the next equinox starts is when you'll start to see the manifestation of whatever is coming in. Okay. So there's a lot of releasing control as well. So these 4 images, I'm going to be closing my eyes a lot because I'm channeling, okay guys? So these 4 images, so it's going to be the winter equinox to the spring, and then we're going to talk about from the spring to summer, okay? And then we're going to talk about from summer to fall, and then we're going to talk about from fall to winter, okay? If you're not familiar with my videos, I speak light language, which is a form of tongues. It's how I communicate with spirit, and spirit communicates with me. It also helps to raise the frequency of the video of whoever's watching as well. So it's a form of sound healing. Okay, I have my ivy here. Okay, so things that are super important for this first 4 months is going to be a lot of action, okay? And it's going to be action in the way of very, very shielded, okay? Very shielded action of you being able to kind of envision yourself, and I'll bring it a little bit closer, to envision yourself in the life of luxury. But it's not a luxury in like it's not in something where it's not necessarily material. It's this luminous, luxurious, beautiful, radiant, brilliant energy that is coming from within, that is going out, okay? And it's you fully doing everything that you've learned throughout 2022 to shield your energy and to also grow your energy. So this is also why the ivy is here, because the ivy grows in all temperatures. It doesn't matter. And also we placed on the community board the bison. Okay, the bison energy. So if you want to go ahead and read that, that's also going to be this energy that's going to be carrying you through from now until the spring equinox. And this is energy of I can get through anything, but it's also this other, but it's a different kind. It's a different kind. It's like no longer seeing yourself as I have to survive this. You know, it's a switch. Thank you for the like. It's a switch, okay? It's a switch in mindset from going from your upper body right into your heart, and you bringing in all of your energy, and you really growing the feeling of abundance within, and knowing and trusting that all that you want, okay, for prosperity, for freedom, for joy, for comfort will be added unto you, as long as you are staying in this heart space and you're walking in that, okay? You're walking in that. So you might be prompted to buy more plants or to plant more plants in your home, because this is also Mother Earth coming inside of your home to clear the energy. All right, you may have been drawn to a lot of cacti and cactus plants, which are very protective energy that help to transmute negative energy. Some of you guys are going to be getting animals. You might specifically cats, because they can they automatically transmute negative energy, okay? Or your bond with your current animals, dog, cat, whatever you have, birds I'm also seeing. And some of you guys have hamsters and these kinds of things, and fish are going to get you're going to have a very solid bond with these animals, and they're going to help. They're like almost your guides. So especially if you guys have fish, or if you are called a lot to look at aquariums, look at fish and these kinds of things, or you're called a lot to listen to whales or dolphins, or even watch sharks. There's a lot of energy with sharks, and don't get alarmed when I say that, because some people when they hear sharks, they automatically think of like fear, but sharks are very it's a confidence, okay, that's coming in, and a confidence to be able, because they use their smell, right, to be able to detect energies before they come in. So this is also a lot of your precognitive, what I call precog abilities are going to strengthen. So you are going to be receiving signs before it happens. So you might think it's deja vu, but you're actually seeing it in your heart space, or you're seeing it in your mind's eye. And for some of you guys, you might see the whole image on top of you, of what's coming towards you. You might actually feel a whole entire movie screen, okay, that is just acting on you, like you just see it, all right? And it's very, very clear. So a lot of your psychic abilities are going to increase, and a lot of it is because you are accepting the help of Mother Earth, okay? So I'm also seeing a lot of you guys in nature, especially if it is winter. There's something about the energy of winter, the energy of the ice, energy of the snow, the energy of the cold. Number one, cold transmutes negativity. Boom. Okay, just like that. Like, go out. You take a cold shower, take a cold bath, go out into nature. I feel my ear. Hold on. Okay, so some of you guys may be doing more photography, more video. You might be drawing more images of nature, or watching images of nature. Bob Ross, we love him, right? You might be singing more, like out in nature. There's something with your connection with nature that is going to. I just see it. It's more than blossom. It's like if all of a sudden you had a garden that was not growing, and you just focused all this beautiful love on it, and you just felt the love for everything in it. What was rotting is now going to become beautiful. You know, things that you thought weren't going to grow, all of a sudden they start growing. Things that you didn't even know were there start growing, and it's like this energy of your garden just explodes open with all of this radiant, vibrant, beautiful energy. This energy, really what this energy is, not only is it pure unconditional love, but this energy is trust. Okay, it's trust, and it's trusting and focusing on growing abundance from within you. When you focus on that, when you plant that seed there and you focus on growing. So we often talk about growing your heart light and having it just come through your entire body, you know. So the energy of 5, because 1, 2, 3, your leg, 4, 5, right? The energy of the star. You are the star. So you grow that light from here. That is where your abundance is coming, overflowing. So also energy of Ace of Cups, right? Of your overflow, because you're focusing on the energy overflowing within your heart. Okay, and that's also why your psychic abilities are going to be like this. Okay, many of you probably are going to start using your psychic abilities, like using your own, trusting your intuition to step forward, okay? And then you're going to find that the more that you trust your intuition is right. And that's where this serendipity energy is going to start happening more and more and more. And we just did a reading for a client, and it was good fortune. I have good fortune by default was like the main concept in that, and that is eradicating, obliterating fear. Okay, fear from the heart space. Irosika. So I also feel, okay, so when I was drawing this, it felt like, it was weird. It felt like an Egyptian kind of like area, because this is like a hotel. There's a driveway, okay, and this is the opening, and then this felt like stone to me, but there was lots of windows and things like this. And because the energy of the plant was like in the forefront, I got called to that, you know. So there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be called to in the next 4 months, and Spirit is asking you to trust. So that's also why using more lavender, washing with lavender leaves with your shower. Also, you know, drinking lavender tea. You boiling your lavender and putting it in spray bottles and just spraying it around you, spraying it on your crown, blessing it, putting it on your hands, and working it through your head. Okay. Very powerful energy with the lavender that's coming through. Getting lavender plants and putting them all throughout your home if you can. I have a cat, so most of my plants are in my room, right? So this kind of a thing, but lavender is going to be that thing. Not only is going to shield you, protect you, but it's going to bring in this calm confidence for you. It's also going to help you raise your prosperity and abundance from within, because it's going to calm you. All right. My good comes over calm seas. So Florence Scovel Shinn, if you guys haven't been reading her or listening to her, her affirmations are absolutely beautiful. And she also, her one book, I don't have it right here, but it's like a light blue color. So that also came through, lots of light blue, because it's the energy of calmness and you walking in the energy of peace, the peace within thy heart, and you really allowing it to bloom out, and then your heart center alights. Okay, so I did write in the color, or paint in the color green, and there's some yellow coming in, but I definitely feel the energy of Archangel Chamuel helping you to transition out of the energy of victimhood, survivor mentality, and really coming into that pink white heart light of the 5D energy, and you blooming and arising, okay, arising within, to where you fully trust that everything is working out, that all is well. And when you do that, not only the more you trust your intuition, the more your intuition works. Okay, the more your intuition will, the more you'll get. Okay, the more you trust, the more you'll get. And it's all this reciprocal energy. It's like the more you open your heart to me, the more my heart opens. You know, that kind of a thing. So I definitely feel with this as well that many of you are going to be taking trips to places that, either planning trips or actually physically taking trips to places you haven't gone before, places that you have wished about, okay, that kind of a thing. And then also it's the energy of like you're no longer waiting for things to happen. You're kind of driving up to the action as well, as I felt that a lot, like driving up. Some of you before, it's this energy of like walking without water, where you just felt fatigued and exhausted, and you felt like you didn't have enough. You know, it was a mindset, right? And so that is slowly turning to where you finally, you connect to something, you connect to the camel, and all of a sudden a camel shows up on your path. All right, and at first you're walking the camel because you don't feel good enough, you don't feel worthy enough to ride the camel. Then all of a sudden you feel worthy enough to ride the camel, so you get on the camel's back, and the camel, before you would thought, oh my God, I'm going to add so much pressure onto the camel, so you didn't want to hurt it, right? You not putting yourself first, you not looking at your needs first. That is all going to switch to where you're going to trust that what the universe sends you, okay? So it's going to be completions, okay, of other things, completions of letting go of negative mindsets, mindsets where you weren't worthy or feeling not worthy, right, are going to be like, they're coming out very quickly. You're going to get on the camel, and you're going to see that you're not adding weight onto the camel, because you're not holding those burdens of the limiting beliefs. If you guys can see it with me, right? And so now you're happily going, and now you're getting to this destination even faster, because you're not carrying, okay? You're also, the camel is representative of water energy, representative of these happy thoughts, and also representative of the work that you're doing to build your vitality. So doing breath work, okay, doing your deep breathing, eating more plants and fruits, getting your supplements, and having a regular exercise routine where you sweat, all right, and also stretching your arms, doing heart opening, chest opening, shoulder opening exercises, spine opening exercises. All of this is building your energy, building you, so that way when you need it, it's there. Okay, so it's also a lot of all these attachments that are releasing from you, okay, is making space for you to hold this beautiful, vivacious energy, okay? So that's also what's going to happen, is your love for life is going to, seem to spark, and that spark is going to last longer, because now they're showing me like fireworks, okay? Yeah, and that is that beautiful new beginning. A lot of times for me, fireworks represent celebration, right? They represent independence. They represent, like a doorway opening and you've walked through, okay? Hello, everybody. So now the next image. So that's you going into the spring equinox. All right, so you're going to feel so accomplished. You're going to feel so, just so appreciative of the energy, and you're going to really see with your heart. Okay, so it's you really living and seeing things through the eyes of God. So by time the December equinox comes in, and by time you get to the spring equinox, your whole vibe is going to change. Like, okay. And this is the thing, people might not see it, but they're going to feel it. Okay, and also you're not going to be focused on whether or not they do. Okay, so that's also how you're going to know that you're in the energy of acceptance. And so coming into the energy of acceptance starts off the spring equinox. All right, and actually there's stars up here. Okay, and then there's 3 candy canes, and then there's the radio again. She has roses on her dress, and when I first was drawing this, I was like, I don't want to draw stripes. I feel like it's a gel cell. And Spirit was like, no, that's protection. Okay, so, and there's a rose here. So all of this means something. There's a rose here, right? And then her eyes are looking up, but they're closed. Okay, so, and this also with this energy of the bun coming up, like, not only are you protected, but it's also this energy that you're not focused on protection because you feel protected. So you're throwing your hands up, you're opening to receive your heart's desire. All right, but also just knowing that you're cloaked in the armor of God, right? So oftentimes we talk about when you're aligned with Spirit, you feel like you're dancing, you feel like everything is just working out, everything is going your way, and you feel very happy. And you're not afraid to dance your dance, no matter what it looks like. So this is also you accepting your rareness, your uniqueness, okay? And this is a blooming. So you see all of the roses here. Some of them are like bloomed and some of them are a little closed, but it doesn't matter. You're still dancing through it anyway. So this is the ultimate energy of just being detached and being who you are. Okay, so a lot of you guys, you might have hidden the fact that you speak light language, okay, or you might have hidden the fact that you're super psychic, these kinds of things, or hidden the fact that you can draw like super awesome. So I feel like those hidden talents, skills, knowledge, and also the experience that makes you a master of whatever it is going to show, because you're finally going to feel comfortable enough just being open. Okay, just being open. And you're also, with the hands being up, you're in this energy of I'm in the receptive mode. I'm in the receptive mode. I'm in the receptive mode. So that also is going to be a time, if you need support after the spring, is to work with a lot of Abraham Hicks type of energy, reading their books, doing their exercises, all of that, listening to their voice, because their voice is also activating as well. Okay, so you might need that, because there might be a need for like a reinforcing. Okay, because I do feel there's going to be energies around you that are going to be trying to kind of take your focus off of your shine. Okay, and it's your job to stay focused on glowing your heart space, no matter what is going on outside of you. No matter what is going on outside of you, okay? And so also with the candy cane, with the peppermint coming in, candy canes often, they represent holiday time, right? Celebration time, and also people will give away candy canes as gifts and things like that. So I feel like there's going to be 3 gifts that you were protected from receiving when you were in a low vibrational state, because it's this energy of like, we're not going to let you hit the lottery now, because we know if you do, you're going to spend all the money and you're going to be broker than how you feel right now, that kind of energy. It's like protecting you. Also, relationships, we're not going to give you that relationship with that person right now, because you are still healing from your abandonment wounds, and you have to fully heal that and release that before we match you with your kingdom counterpart. All right, those kind of things. So I feel that there's going to be lots of unions, okay, coming in that spring equinox time, which is like, you know, spring turning into summer, which is usually, there are a lot of unions there. There's also going to be pregnancies. Some of you guys, by that time, you might be 3 months pregnant, if that's something you're wanting. If you're starting a process of in vitro right now, that is going to be a success for some of you guys. Yeah, April is going to be like a very big month of you opening to receive. Okay, so I feel like this energy of solidifying your routine of just being one with spirit is going to kind of, in that spring equinox, I'm not going to say it's going to be over, but it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy. It's almost like this energy of you finally stepped into your power. Okay, and stepping into your power is also stepping back. Okay, so if you physically, even right now, if you feel yourself, if you're not sitting up straight, you sit up straight. All right, and you can kind of feel yourself kind of like anxious, like moving forward a little bit. If you just invite yourself to kind of come back and just be who you are, instead of trying to be anything that you see outside of you or anything that anyone's projecting onto you. If you just step back in your energy, you'll feel yourself align. It's very beautiful. It's very powerful. And that's that energy that you are going to just be easily carrying, easily. It's like, I don't even know how to explain this. It's like, you're just going to know that the Most High is exuding out of you. Okay, and it's not like an arrogance or anything like that. It's just like, it's a love for spirit that you're going to know cannot be detached. Okay, cannot be it's the energy. I just said unchained, but I like stopped from that because that could be a trigger for some people, like unchaining. But it is that. And Unchained Melody is like my most beautiful spirit song ever. So if you've never heard it, definitely listen to it and just practice letting go of all that in front of you, detaching from all of that in front of you, coming back and letting spirit take the lead. Okay, and you just sitting back, listening to that song and just feeling your vibration, you know. So I feel that's another reason why these gifts are going to be coming into you, because you finally have learned that putting yourself first is not selfish. And we don't mean in a way to get ahead of someone else or anything like that, because of course that is not the energy, right? This is putting yourself first, because knowing that you're worthy and deserving of union, and you're worthy of deserving of staying in union, you know, not bouncing around. Okay, and that energy. And anytime you feel like you're bouncing around, it's fear. Okay, it's fear, and that's all right. So you take a moment, 3 minutes, I don't know how long the song is, but you take a moment, you step back, and you probably will feel your energy instantly clearing. Okay, so all of that, you're going to be walking in that. All right, it's going to be quite powerful and beautiful. Some of you guys are going to be getting cars. Some of you guys are going to be buying RVs, or you're going to rent an RV, and you're going to either like for 3 months or a month, you're going to just ride around. I feel that very strongly for some of you guys. Some of you guys are going to be helping with forest fires and things like this. I feel coming in. Some of you guys, you're just going to be taking more time with your family, and I feel there's going to be some births in that time as well, and or there's going to be kids that are turning like 1 during that time, and you're going to be, I see you guys like on the beach playing and this kind of thing. So you're going to, it's like you're realizing how sacred time really is, and within that, it brings you this incredible presence. Okay, and when you have that incredible presence, that's why these gifts are coming in, because now they also can, like, now you're aligned to it. Okay, they can see you. It's like your beacon is always on, because you're just in your energy. All right, yes. And then with the radio, okay, there's sound is always going to be super important, but I feel like doing a lot of dancing and knowing that when you're dancing, you're transmuting negative energy, you're clearing your aura. I feel like that is going to be, if not a daily thing for a lot of you guys, It's going to be something that you commit like 2 hours to every week or something like this, okay? Even if you're not dancing and you're just listening to music while you clean your house. Also, the 99 hertz frequency is going to be like vital as well, like even from just like right now all the way through. But when you are feeling yourself, when you feel like you're no longer dancing, when you're feeling heavy, that's the time. Turn on the 99 pure frequency, okay? And just do your stretching, do your breathing, do the dishes to it, so that way you can release whatever you've taken on from the matrix. All right? Yes, yes. Also, communication projects, if you want to plan that for that time, for releases, for starting new projects, communication projects, for releasing your books, all of that stuff, that's going to be a very potent time. It's going to be a very beautiful time. And the reason being is because you've already kind of planted your seed by doing the work, right? But now you're releasing it, okay? And it's setting you up for the fall equinox for you to receive the harvest from those projects. So if you're planning on doing retreats or running certain programs, if you're planning on offering classes, if you're planning any of that kind of stuff, it's going to really be a great time for you to go ahead and start nurturing that, all right? Because the seed is already planted by the work that you've done, but now you're watering it by sharing it. Okay, you're sharing it. That's like the wording of it, and you're giving your time to it, your energy to it, your heart to it, whatever that is, of the promoting of it. Okay, and then you're going to be doing it. Okay, so some of you guys, I feel there's something about like a 6 series something. Okay, so I don't know if it's like a 6-week series of either you taking a 6-week class or you offering a 6-week class, or there's some kind of book or something you're creating that has to do with the number 6. I'm not sure, but whatever that, how that resonates for you, spirit is like yes. Okay, yes, yes, and yes. And very powerful, because you will definitely receive the rewards, the gifts, the fruit from that in that September time. So now we come to the fall equinox, okay, which is like, you see how I always just drawing these leaves like that, okay? And then this is the moon over here. This is clouds, you know, like the misty, and this is some kind of contract, okay? So coming into the fall equinox, you're rooted, okay? You're super rooted. Iroti manala. I got a ding. You're super rooted, and I Ching. Okay, now that just came in. Oh, all right. So I haven't studied the I Ching, but maybe some of you guys have. And this is, oh my goodness, that might be the time. Okay, abundance like really coming in. Wow. Like this is, have you ever seen those trees? Like, okay, yeah, Yusamala. Like I have my tree, all right, and his feather, okay, and these are my wishes in my citrine tree, okay, and dragon energy, okay, protecting my wishes, and also just so that I'm always reminded of what these are. Now, I can't even remember exactly what these wishes are, because you know, set it and forget it type of energy, but I've locked one in a key. And then another one, I remember Irotisama, locked in cinnamon, okay? So, and with green ribbon and all that. So what I see is almost like this tree, okay? And the I Ching, if you've seen those trees where there's I Ching like all over it, like the coins all over the tree, a money tree. Oh, I'm sorry. That just like realization just hit like boom. Okay. So there's going to be something that's going to be very profitable, abundant for you guys. And also it's definitely hidden from you. So it's like, you're not going to even see that some of the work that you're doing, for whatever this new contract is going to produce. It's a tree that's always producing, because like the energy of the money tree, it's always producing fruit. Okay, so that's what it's going to be for you. So there might be some kind of passive income or residual income or something like this that that you invest in, okay? And it's definitely an emotional investment, okay, that I feel that you're going to be putting into it. And again, that is that heart energy of just giving it love, and whatever that is, it's going to produce for you. But it is going to, it's an emotional investment that is going to add to the abundance of the tree. But there's some kind of physical contract that's going to come in. And for some of you guys, it might be, I'm seeing a wedding as well. So some of you guys might be getting married, and it's going to increase your abundance, you know, like double incomes. But also when you first get married, when you're in that newlywed phase and everything is like, your heart is just like boom, right? And so solidifying, I'm seeing the infinity symbol, okay? So that two hearts becoming one, and your abundance just amplifying like really, really big, okay? So that's for some of you guys. And then also this other contract, there's something with swimming. So something with swimming. This is symbolic, and I'm trying to. All right, so keeping your energy pure and clear, all right, is going to help to solidify some kind of contract. So I feel like this spring, summertime, there's going to be a lot of stuff that you're going to be doing. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of, so when you get to the summer equinox, there's going to be a lot of action, okay, which might make sense for you guys, right? There's going to be a lot of action, a lot of action, a lot of action. And there's going to be a need to make sure that you purify your emotions, because there's going to be a new contract coming in the fall, whatever that is for you. So you might literally need to swim, okay? And also swimming, not only does it clear your energy, but it activates your spine, and it helps to work your upper chest muscles and everything like that, so that your heart can open. All right, open. Yes, yes. So that might just mean for some of you guys, and I don't, okay, you might be going through some kind of relationship, something from the summer equinox to the fall equinox. There might be something happening going on to where there's some kind of completion, realization, something that you had to let go, and that's going to be an emotional burden on you, okay? But you are going to clear that energy, okay? Because you have this big abundance that it's like coming into you. Irotimala, usamala. Okay? And that might be why like it was like ooh, ooh. And some of it is like some people, I'm hearing their song, why do you want to break up? Isn't it like LOL happy face? Yeah, I'm hearing that song right now. So it might be where some of you guys get engaged, and then the engagement goes off, all right? And I am feeling a little bit of disloyal energy coming into that, okay? All right? And some of you guys, that's gonna be it. But it's gonna give you the fuel that you need to re-alchemate to your own energy. All right, so that is just, it's like, be cautious, be a warning of that if something comes in and all of a sudden you're giving all of yourself to something else, then you're not in alignment anymore, okay? Because remember that when you seek the kingdom of God first, which is your heart space, all will be added unto you. But the moment you take your focus off of that and walking in that power, in that love, in that peace, then you're no longer aligned to your heart, right? And so things will get harder for you because you're not in alignment, you're in resistance. I hope that makes sense, all right? Yeah. Okay, so, but that's for some of you guys, and we're telling you about this so that way you're aware of it. Yeah, iroma, chista. So, but some of you guys, this is another thing. There's this issue of like fate versus destiny type of thing that's coming in. And if there's something that you have to go through in order for you to evolve, to reach your highest frequency, aligned to your highest joy, then that is happening. There's no escaping that, okay? That is happening, okay? And that's also a part of what that contract is. That is happening. If you have said, I want financial freedom, if you have said, I want to be a millionaire by the age 28, if you have said, I just want to be able to do what I want to do and have money just come to me easily, if you've said any of that, whatever was standing in your way from aligning to that has to go. Okay? Yeah, irotina. All right, so after the fall equinox and then coming back around, okay, into the winter equinox. So now we come full circle, which is so, I never notice when I'm drawing it. I don't know. I'm just drawing. Okay, so look at that, full circle. So, and here's the sun symbol. And when I was doing this, I heard like draw a sundial, and I'm like, how do you draw a sundial? Like, I don't know how to do that. So, but this is kind of what this is. And this, when I was drawing this, I don't know if you could tell, but I almost feel like I was drawing different languages, okay? And it kind of, there was kind of like 3 different languages that seemed to come through or what have you. And so that might mean something, either 3 different people that speak different languages or different cultures that are going to become a part of your sun energy, a part of your wealth, your joy, abundance, or you might be visiting 3 different areas of the world, or you might be learning 3 different languages. But there's something with 3 different things that are a part of your emotional fulfillment that lead to your abundance, to that financial freedom, and that financial independence, however it is that your heart desires it to come. Okay, so this is also this energy of you learning to manifest and say things like, I am so thankful and grateful that I have financial freedom, and it's under grace and perfect ways, all in accordance with my higher self. Okay, so under grace and perfect ways, make sure that it comes under grace and perfect ways. All right, so there's no harm to anyone, right? So you're not going to get financial abundance by getting in a car accident, okay, that kind of thing. And then also in accordance with your higher self, it just makes sure that it's in accordance with your truth, with your truth, not anyone else's, because there's still a lot of projections that many of you guys will have to clear off your energy daily because you're a psychic powerhouse. Okay, so you just have to, even like watching movies and these kinds of things. Yes, there might be some messages and stuff that come through this stuff or activations, but also there might be some other things that are just not your truth, that are unwanted, that you don't need to carry or to have installed in your system. Okay, so the other part of this is you guys actually working with different ancestors, different deities, and different starseed energy, that's coming through with this as well. So it could be like a certain tribe, Mother Earth, like an earth tribe that is coming in to work with you, and that earth tribe may come in the way of plants. Okay, the earth tribe may come in the way of you working with animals. It may come in the way of you working with a certain culture, or you learning about a certain religion, something like this. Okay, so so this is where you really get into, and that makes sense now because number 19 is 1 and 9. So that hermit energy where you're kind of going back in and you're getting untapped gifts from yourself, but there's an access point. There's like a key, and that key you get through working with certain other energies. So this might be time when you really take on a shaman program or something like that, to where you become a shaman, or you become a therapist, or whatever that is for you. Okay, it could look different. It doesn't have to be esoteric. Okay, it could be you working with a singing coach. It could be any kind of thing like that. It could be you, somebody wants to buy a bicycle shop or wants to repair bikes or something like that. So it could be like you going and working underneath of that master apprentice, or that master, and you apprenticing, like internshipping. So take it however it resonates with you. Remember, things are symbolic. So it might be that, or you taking on an apprentice and sharing your knowledge, passing it. And this is also not only initiation for that person, but it's one for you too. Okay. So also different deities, if you start to get into channeling and really your mediumship abilities and capabilities and sharing that, certain deities will start to send to you their devotees and their initiates, okay, for you to activate and for you to mentor, that kind of a thing. So okay, and then the other thing with working with galactic energy, you might be really finding out what starseed, what your origin is, or just your starseed lineage, and where you have lived and who you have helped. high, and who you have helped, okay, during that time. And all your wisdom coming back to you as well from when you were, officers, in different stargates and stuff like this, okay? So that might be coming in, but there's going to be like 3 big things that are going to kind of end the year off for you guys, okay? And also, I was noticing I keep drawing like, it felt like, on a coin. It felt like on a coin, and it felt like it was that, like on a coin, like I can't describe it, but those ridges on the coin, like something was being molded, for repetition, for multiplication. So I do feel, again, especially because this is like the sun energy, and also the energy of the lightning, right, coming through, and the energy of the wheel, the good fortune, all right, all of that coming through to culminate into another big opportunity. All right, so I almost feel that, yeah, I can do that. I can pinpoint your star lineage in a personal reading. Okay, yes. So anyway, so then all of that energy coming in, so I almost feel like 2023 is going to be exciting. Okay, it's going to be like woo, okay, but 2024 is going to be even better, because now you're kind of walking, you've practiced walking as a master, like you have acknowledged it. Okay, yes, you have truly acknowledged it, so it's just going to bring even more into you, because you're even more open, you know what I mean? Yeah. And more connected. So it's that energy of really working with your guides. They say that when you walk this walk, and you feel like you're alone, and you close yourself off to the energies of spirit, the energies of the Most High, of Mother and Father, that things just don't work out. They don't seem like they work out, because you're just veiled, and you're blocked, and you're closed. But as soon as you start working with the Most High, or working with the Mother, as soon as you start working with the energies, with the animals, or with the plants, then you start to open and open and open. And when you open, that's your floodgate opening. That's you walking into your promised land, okay? And that is that energy. Everything that is within you is going to be what is reflected out, all right? So that's also the process of releasing that shadow work. That's why we do all of that, so that way this inside is pure, and what you're receiving is reflecting that pure inside, okay? It is a process. Be patient, be grateful, be appreciative. So all of that beautiful energy that you were growing inside of you, okay, is just going to pour out even more for 2024. A lot of you guys are going to be touring too. I'm going to tell you that. It may not be until 2024, but whatever you do in 2023 is setting you up to really to share your gifts, like global or community wise. But I see a lot of travel for you guys, like a lot. And even if it's not you physically traveling, whatever you create is traveling around, okay, is being distributed a lot, okay? Yeah, a lot of you guys, if you're Virgo North Node, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so that's what I have. Yay. Hi guys, that's what I have. So what Spirit wants me to do is I will do separate videos with each image, and we'll bring the cards in. And I also rewatch this so I can take the notes down for what got channeled through, so we can bring that in as well for each video, and we'll get the cards. And like I said, I feel like it's going to be more like steps and that kind of a thing, to just keep you, hello very much, just to keep you aligned, and just to keep your heart open, and just as support, pretty much is what I feel. Okay, hi YouTube. Is that like, that's funny, it says YouTube, that's so interesting. Is that like a, okay, anyway, thank you guys for the likes and everything. And remember, there is a lot of symbolism in this. So after this post, if you want to rewatch it, and then the things that really hit for you, or even you looking at the images and you receiving your own messages from what I drew, it'll be very, it will be directed towards you, okay? And you can get more information on what, personally, what your 2023 is going to be like. And also, I think those other videos are going to be live as well. So even if you just look at the first image and you bring through you know, whatever messages you get from this image. You can share during the live if you want to, when we're talking about this and everything like that, because you might have messages that for other people that will be on the live, or other people in the community as well. So again, if you, after watching this and that kind of thing, if you get some messages that come through for everybody, and you know your intuition is like, yes, share it, please feel free, please share it. Okay. Yes, thank you. Sending you so much love. I receive. Thank you. All right, guys. So we're going to end this. Yeah. And I keep getting, and it's coming through multiple readings, that my future is so bright, I gotta wear shades. My future is so bright, I gotta wear shades. Oh, and oh, you remember the painting behind me? Yeah. Lemurian energies over there. Okay, so yeah, it helps to activate Lemurian star seeds. Okay, Aliena. All right, thank you so very much for your time, your appreciation. Yes, yes, and yes. Namaste, everyone. Okay. Yes. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.